focusing on just being explosive, pulling the bar hard. 180 kilos. Too bad. 200 kilos. Sorry for not being too entertaining. Not too bad though, not too bad. Cut off there. Decided to do 2 more work sets. That was pretty good work. Like I said, I'm not doing much in the way of editing today. As I said, I just want to give you guys a different kind of perspective of how I train. You know, I train reasonably heavy, but I train reasonably quickly as well. Go up to high pulls. I did a tiny feel with 60 kilos. I'm gonna get 100 kilos on there now. Just gonna do a couple of reps and then move up to 120 and then 140, all being well. Again, trying to be explosive. So the idea is I'm conserving energy. I know I can do 100 kilos, so all I want to do at the moment is basically feel it, let the body acclimatise to it, and then go up in weight. So I'm going to go to 120 now. Not too bad. Again, just kind of getting a feel of it, getting into the groove, trying to be explosive. When I go up to 140, I'm just going to see what 140 feels like. It's going to be a fun one there. That's where the work starts. I don't claim to have the best technique, but like I said, I'm just trying my hardest to pull the weights as hard and fast as I can. try 10 kilos heavier aside, 160. 140, I felt I got a little more left in the tank. Working up a good sweat. Come on. Yeah, that was the right weight. 160 was the right weight. Okay, on to T-bar rows. Starting out on 6 plates, I'm already warm. I'm just going to add a plate per time. This is a kind of deadlift support session and the focus is that initial drive being explosive. So I'm just going to try and rip these off the ground. Mixing up my formats at the moment. I said this one, not going to do that much editing on it. Okay, 7 plates. It is 7 plates. You lose count after a while. Whew. Felt pretty explosive. I'm not saying the way I'm doing this is the best for building muscle. That's that's a separate workout. This, as I said, is literally to support my deadlift and just being explosive off the ground, being able to rip things off the ground with speed. Okay, 8 plates. Top tip, when it's heavy, put a little plate under, roll it on, and problem solved. Still pretty explosive. Hasn't slowed down too much yet. I'm gonna put a bit more weight on. Let's try 9 plates. Sounds pretty real to me. So you'll see when I'm doing this, I always brace before I rip. Because that's what you do when you deadlift. You brace and then you rip. So I'll momentarily brace, get the tension, and then follow through. Now obviously, form starts to break down when you're on maximal weights. So 9 plates on the T-bar is decent. This is a mess around with. Not in this format anyway. Reps. That's good, that's good. That's enough for that. Ugh. Okay, that's the workout done. That's been what? About 45 minutes in total, maybe 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes. As I just wanted you guys to get an idea of, you know, the kind of pace I often train at. Filming for YouTube does slow me down, but when cameras aren't rolling, I do move reasonably quickly.
because I do like to be pretty fit as well as being reasonably strong and in okay shape. Yeah, so the idea of tonight, this was my deadlift support workout for, sorry, I'm half dead. Yeah, this was my deadlift support workout for today. Now, the idea today was just being able to brace and maintain posture whilst being explosive. So brace, explode, brace, explode, brace, explode. So when you saw the Pendlay rows, brace, explode. Really good. Pendlay rows are absolutely fantastic. So explode off the ground, come to a dead stop, don't rebound, come to a dead stop, go again, come to a dead stop, go again. Now, obviously I went up to 200 kilos. My best on a Pendlay row is 220, but 200 kilos was cool for today. I'm ordinarily pretty happy. If I can get 180 plus, I'm good to go. 180 is a good weight for me on Pendlay rows. So anything over that, I'm always pleased with. I've said to you guys before, I think if you're a lifter, if you've got real lifting in your blood, you're never happy. And I do have to sometimes step back and say, Mark, you're closer to 50 than you are 40. I'm 46. I'm a vegetarian junior school teacher who's training in his back garden for fun. So I am quite a hard taskmaster. But equally, that's what's kept me hungry and kept me loving training for the last 30 years, just never being satisfied. So so that was that. High pulls, felt really nice. Again, nice explosive movements. With the high pulls and the Pendlay rows, I also use a very similar foot placement to what I deadlift with, because I take quite a narrow stance when I deadlift. My dimensions just suits it. I've got stupidly long arms, and with my leverage, a closer foot placing feels quite powerful for me. I've experimented over the years with slightly wider, sort of just around shoulder width-ish apart. Because I remember seeing some giants like Thorbjornsson and Brian Shaw using a very wide stance, even though they're gigantic men. But that just suits their frames. Even though they're considerably taller than me, I'm just under 6'3". Those guys are like 6'8", 6'9". But I tried it and it never really worked well for me. I found I was just bending over too far. But when I have my feet inside shoulder width, I feel very explosive, I feel very powerful. And I've managed to pull some decent enough poundages like that. So I try and mimic my foot placements with the high pulls and the Pendlay rows. And then I went on to the T-bar. The T-bar, obviously, because of you're straddling the bar, you have to take a much wider stance. But again, I was just trying to brace and then explode and pull, brace and explode and pull. And I got some good work in. So worked up to 9 plates. Now, I've done 10 plates on my T-bar before. I've done a lot of weight already. 9 plates is still decent enough. And also when I get 10 plates on there, I have to literally tie it on using bands. It always falls off. And because I was just trying to show you guys the normal-ish pace I work at, that would have just taken way too much time. So I was cool. I just thought, rather than going up to 10 plates, get the 9 plates and do a few more reps with it. So 9 plate for 10 reps. At the end of a workout, that's been pretty heavy. I was pleased with. I think you guys might have seen, or you may not have seen, in one of my YouTube shorts from a couple of months ago now, I hit 9 plates on the T-bar for 20 reps. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's pretty cool. But as I said, for the purposes of today's session, that was fine. That was fine. Now, as I said to you guys, I'm just messing around with different formats. Username unknown suggested doing a YouTube, like a live stream. To be honest with you, I don't know how to do that. And I've seen other people doing it before. But I'll have to research how to do that. However, this was a kind of viable alternative, I thought, whereby I'm not going to edit the video very much. Obviously, I've got to put a couple of bits and pieces together. There were a couple of times when it took too long to set up, so I had to switch off the camera. But generally speaking, hopefully you got a bit of an idea. And just keep the suggestions coming in. So we've only got a small community, but it's a cool community, and you guys are always coming up with nice suggestions and ideas and things. And, you know, looking out for me. I'm aware, I know I did that squat video the other day, and a couple of you have said, use the power cage, why don't you use the rack? I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. Literally the only reason I don't use the power rack when I'm doing YouTube videos is because when I film, you literally can't see very much of what I'm actually doing. My gym, you maybe don't get an idea of the size from the videos, but my gym is 10 meters long and 5 meters wide. So you are, and I've got a lot of equipment in here, so you're pretty limited in where you can set the camera and get a good view. I do use my cage when I'm not filming, but when I'm filming, I do a lot of my work outside the cage. But as I said, I appreciate the sentiment and I appreciate the support and I appreciate you guys looking out for me. So I agree. Walking out 380 when you've got a lovely cage isn't always the smartest thing to do. But I am reasonably confident. So I try not to do stuff that I don't think I can do, if you know what I mean. And I do have some spotter arms that I use on the outside as well. And I know Happy Limpet, you always used to get on my case about using the spotter arms, and you're right. You guys are all right. And as I said, I appreciate you just looking out for me. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, thank you very much for taking the time to have a watch. If you enjoy watching a pretty big lump lift up some pretty big weights and then having a chat about it, I may well be your new favourite channel. And please guys, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. It would really help me tremendously. A couple of months ago, I didn't ever dream of getting 1,000 subs, but now I'm in the higher 800s. I don't know exactly what I am, but 1,000 actually seems achievable. So I would really appreciate it if you do kind of like what you see. If you could sub, that would be absolutely fantastic. Right, on that note, I'm going to shoot off. So, because as always, I've got a client in about 7 minutes time and I've got to go and put all that T-bar stuff away. So, you guys take care. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications and all that good stuff. You guys take care and I'll speak to you soon.